Yo guys, how you doing? It's RobaRoni Games here. I'm bringing you something special. I'm recording this the day of April 10th, and I'm just gonna say this is something I wanted to do for a while. If I had an NBA game, I would do it in an NBA as well. But we are doing a NHL playoff simulation on the NHL 16 game engine. I've not set anything up yet, so let's do that. All right, so Alright, so this is the Atlantic. Alright, so your Atlantic Division champions this year, Florida Panthers. They came out and surprised people. The series is the exact same, Tampa Bay, Detroit. Detroit being my favorite team, you guys know that. Florida will be playing the Islanders in the first round. Caps will be playing Philly. Florida will play the New York Islanders, round number 1. It does not matter what happens here, right? Pittsburgh's the home team, though. Alright, I guess we gotta swap them. Hold on. Toronto. Man, if they made the Stanley Cup Finals, that'd be the weirdest thing. No, the Pittsburgh Penguins go there. Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, I haven't set this up yet, but alright. So, Florida, New York. The Islanders are going to Florida. Detroit is going to Tampa. Chicago's not going to Nashville. They're going to St. Louis. So Central Division champions. You got the Dallas Stars. They won the Central Division. They will be playing the Minnesota Wild in the first round. Chicago will be playing the St. Louis Blues. That'll be a very interesting series. Vancouver, Calgary. RIP. I believe Anaheim won. So yes, Anaheim will not be playing the Jets. They'll be playing the Nashville Predators. And the Kings will be playing the Sharks. So this is your first round of the playoffs. Let me make sure I got everything right. Technically, I think those are supposed to be switched, but I don't really care. Florida's supposed to be playing the Islanders. Washington's supposed to be playing Philly. Detroit's supposed to be playing Tampa. Pittsburgh's supposed to be playing New York. With Tampa, Florida, Washington, and Pittsburgh being the home teams. All right, and then the West, St. Louis is supposed to be playing Chicago. Dallas is supposed to be playing Minnesota. Anaheim's supposed to be playing Nashville, and LA is supposed to be San Jose. And the 4 home teams are Dallas, St. Louis, LA, and Anaheim. All right, let's do this. First round of the plus. We are only simming games. We're not actually playing as any of the teams. Oh, see, look at this. So we're going to be doing first round simulations. So we're going to start with this. We're actually going to simulate the first. No, we're not. We're going to simulate each game as it was its own game. So this is the first game of the Nashville Predators and the Anaheim Ducks. So let's get this underway. All right, we're just going to go to goals here. We're going to sim by period. Alright, so it's still 0-0. There are no goals on the board just yet. I also put out all the injured players, so don't worry about that. No, I totally forgot to do that. I didn't swap to the other roster. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Second period. Hitting the A button. Oh, there we go. We got some goals. So Corey Perry puts one in on Nashville goalie Pecorine, but the Preds get 2 back. And I should give my predictions. I think the Preds will beat the Ducks in this series. So there you go. Nashville takes the first game 2-1 against the Anaheim Ducks. Next up is Minnesota versus Dallas. All right. My professional opinion, Dallas should just destroy the Minnesota Wild. Like, this should not even be a close game. First period. Ooh. Palmanville puts one in on Kerry Ledden, and Dallas is down early. Second period. Okay, there's Dallas. Goligoski and Nichushkin getting their goals back. Ooh, and Minnesota ties it up with Parise. And Minnesota takes it in overtime. Ooh. Minnesota. You guys are crazy. All right, New York, Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh, I'm a Detroit fan, but I think Pittsburgh's got the best shot other than Washington to win the Stanley Cup. That's me. They're playing hot right now. Yeah, they just look unstoppable. Ooh, Stahl puts one in. But Crosby gets another one back to get the Penguins on board. And the Penguins win it. Phil Kessel traded from Toronto over the offseason, gets the game-winning goal, and we're going to the Islanders in Florida. Florida, very, what's the way to put it? Florida's very under, like, they haven't done much, I guess is what I'm saying. It's a very young team, but the Islanders have playoff experience. I'm going to take the Islanders in this series, but we are going to go off what the simulation says. First period, nothing. Ooh, this is a very defensive series. It's 1-1 now, and we're going to... And Florida takes it in overtime. All right, Panthers win that game 2-1. All right, LA and San Jose. If you remember this series was crazy. 2 years ago, San Jose beat the LA... were up on the LA Kings 3-0 before LA came back and swept them out. And that's what... I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think LA should just dominate this entire series. So first period, still 0-0. Second period, 1-1. All right, Couture gets one and Kopitar gets one. Third period, 2-2. And, ooh, Tomas Hertl finds... Did he get a hat trick? Did Hertl get a hat trick? No, Hertl got two. Couture got the other one. All right. But San Jose takes the first game there. Chicago at St. Louis. St. Louis definitely has the edge here, but the Blackhawks, they have so much playoff experience, it's hard to go against them. And I'm going to pick the Hawks to win this series. So, 0-0 still. I mean, there's not been a lot of scoring. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's the experience from Chicago. Chicago gets the 2-0 shutout. Game number 1. Ooh. Philly, Washington. This is the only round I think I could ever pick that I think is going to be a sweep. I think Washington will sweep the Philadelphia Flyers. As much as I think the Flyers can be a very talented team. Caps are just, they're so good. Wow, no scoring through regulation. And Jason Chimera finds a way to bid it in on Steve Meason. And I think this is what the playoffs are going to be like in this series, really. Very low scoring. Two great goalies. Detroit and Tampa. I would like to give the edge to Detroit here, but I mean, there's sad news with Pavel Datsyuk. He's basically retiring, but he's not. He's leaving. He's leaving Detroit next season to go to Russia. Tampa's got no Stamkos. I don't know. This is a very rough series, tough. And I think anyone could take it, but because Tampa's got home field, I think I'll give the edge to Tampa. But we're going to see. All right. Oh, Callahan puts one on Mrazek. Ooh, 3-2. Abby puts one in. Palat gets another one back, but then Zetterberg and Mantha both get some more on Bishop. And Detroit takes game 1. Anthony Mantha, the rookie, getting 2 goals, and I think that's the highest scoring game of the first game. So far, Nashville, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Florida, San Jose, Chicago, Washington, and Detroit. Oh, this is very interesting. So I said Nashville would beat Anaheim, didn't I? I think that's my upset for round 1. Along with the Islanders. I think both of them will. All right. Game 2. Ooh, Corey Perry. Corey Perry and Ryan Getzlaf are very good. David Perron. Oh! Corey Perry with the hat trick. And that is it for the Nashville Predators. They lose the second game. Minnesota took the first one, which is a very big surprise to me. I think Dallas will dominate the Minnesota Wild. Palmanville, man. Ooh, okay, there we go. Sharp and Sevior. Koivu gets one from Minnesota. Minnesota is coming through the clutch, man. Oh my gosh, 2 overtime wins. That's crazy. Minnesota's got a 2-0 series lead on Dallas. And they get to head back home. Pittsburgh against the Rangers. Let's do game number 2. I have no... Oh, ooh, Rangers get one early. Rick Nash. Pittsburgh gets one back. Ooh, and then the Rangers just go ham in the third and take that 4-1. I would not be surprised if the Rangers made that a 7-game series. Florida Islanders. I got the Islanders winning the series, but we're going to see what the game says. I'm actually making my playoff bracket based off of these games. So I'm actually writing them down, what the series length is going to be. Ooh. Islanders take the lead. And, oh, there you go. John Tavares with the hat trick. You need your captain to step up in the playoffs. He did there. San Jose's got the 1-0 lead on LA here. I don't think that's going to last for San Jose. All right, so first period, ooh, nothing. Second period, 1-1. Okay, Dylan and Kopitar. Third period, it's going into overtime, and LA takes it. Drew Doughty puts one in on Reimer. Reimer's not a really good playoff goalie, although he almost beat the Boston Bruins in 2013, and they went on to go to the Stanley Cup Final. Chicago, St. Louis. Like I said, I think Chicago should win this series, and I hate Chicago, but you got to respect what they've done. Oh my gosh, St. Louis has not scored a goal yet in this series, and there's their first. Jaden Schwartz finally puts one on Crow, but that doesn't matter. Chicago takes a 4-1 win there, and they're up 2-0 in the series. Although, if you remember a few years back, I think St. Louis was up 2-0 on Chicago, and then, or no, that was LA. They were up 2-0, and then they won 4 straight to beat them. Philly, Washington. So Washington took game number 1, but Philly, Philly comes out and just blanks Washington. To be fair, Washington blanked Philly game 1, 1-0. All right, Detroit, Tampa. You know, I could give this one to the Wings, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be very. All right, 2-1. Nemesnikov, Pavel. I salute you, bro. It's gonna be rough watching you. Not watching you on the ice next year. And Tatar puts one up as well. 2-1. Up, and there we go. Third period. And Detroit goes up 2-0 in the series. Going back home. All right. And so we have 5 series tied 1-1 and 3 series looking like sweeps. The surprising Minnesota Wild trying to sweep the Dallas Stars. And Chicago, not really surprised. Detroit's a little bit of a surprise. I think Detroit Tampa is going to go to 7 games. More than likely. All right, but let's start with the one where I think an upset is most likely to occur. The Nashville Predators over the Anaheim Ducks. First period, Nashville just puts up goals. And, okay, Raquel gets one back for the Ducks. And that's it. Nashville takes another 2-1 win. And that's really the story. Is Nashville going to do what they did in 2012 and have a very unconscious goalie just make them go far in the playoffs? All right, Minnesota, Dallas. Dallas is down 2-0. They need Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin to step it up. It's 2-3. Nichushkin's been scoring a lot, but they need Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin. Oh, man. And Minnesota, they're looking strong. 3-0. Pittsburgh, New York. It's in New York now. I wouldn't be surprised if New York took an early series lead, and then Pittsburgh would come back to win it. Crosby. And the Rangers take game number 3. All right, so NHL is disagreeing with my picks. I'm not really okay with that. They're agreeing with my Nashville one, though. All right, we're in New York again, so the Islanders are at home. And the Islanders take a 1-0 lead. Tavares has been on fire. 1-1 game, and overtime. Florida gets the winner. 2-1. The Florida Panthers looking to win their first playoff series in forever. I don't even know when the last time they won a playoff series was. San Jose, LA. I got, like I said, I got LA winning this playoff series. Quick. Did you get pulled? You can get pulled for that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he got pulled. Jonas Enroth is in. I just got to see the home stats of that game. Hold on. That was just brutal. 4 points for Pavelski, 3 points for Hurdle. No hat tricks. But the LA Kings allow 7. And Chicago's up 2-0, and they're back home. This is more than likely a Chicago victory. Yeah, okay. Chicago gets the 3rd win of the series, and it's not looking good for the Blues. All right, Philly versus Washington. Philly took game 2. I'm very surprised about that, but we're going to see if the Caps can bounce back. It's still tied 0-0, and the 3rd shutout of the series and the 2nd 1-0 win for Washington. I think Washington's got to be a little stressed they're not putting up goals. Detroit, Tampa. Tampa wants to win this series. And Tampa puts up 2 early, But Detroit, can they? Oh, this is not looking good. Oh, 5-0 shutout. Mrazek was looking good for a while, and he faltered there in Game 3. So there's only 2 series looking like sweeps, and both of them are the Central Division rounds, of course. All right, Anaheim and Nashville. The Nashville Predators up 2-1 right now. It wouldn't surprise me if Anaheim loses to Nashville, in all honesty. 2-2. All right, Neal, Ritchie, Salamaki, and McGinn. So Anaheim has not had a lead yet in this game, and now they do. They were down 3-2, and then they put up 2 in a row to make this game 4-3. So, and yep, there it is, 5-3 win for Anaheim. If they can start scoring goals at will, that's really going to be the decider of the series. Is whether or not Pecorine decides to be unconscious in net. So now it's do or die for Dallas here. Okay, there you go. Spezza puts up 2, and third period. Okay, Faxa, the FAFSA. And Dallas blanks Minnesota in Game 4 to stay alive. All right, New York at Pittsburgh at New York, Game 4. Would not surprise me if the Rangers took a 3-1 series lead. I think this series can go either way, but I like Pittsburgh's chances more. Olimata and Phil Kessel, and we're all even heading back into the Steel City. All right. Florida and the Islanders. Florida's up 2-1. Yeah, Florida's up 2-1. The Panthers are strong, but so are the Islanders. Johnny T is gonna have to step it up. Oh, Letty and Prince put one in, and yeah, there you go. Tavares gets 2 more. Dude, he's on fire. Good grief. He's got like 6 or 7 goals. All right, we're gonna look at the stats after this. I promise. Look at who produced for each player, for each team, and Game 4 between the Sharks and the Kings. Sharks take a 1-0 lead at the end of the first period. Second period, LA strikes back. And third period, Melker Karlsson ties it up. And the Sharks went in overtime with Paul Martin, who they got from Pittsburgh. And San Jose is looking pretty dominant in that series. Chicago versus St. Louis. St. Louis is all I like to call them. Ooh, and they are down 2. They are winning a game finally, 2-1. Ooh! Stop it! They're already dead. Oh man, Chicago almost made a comeback, but St. Louis put in the empty netter to stop that, and it's a 6-3 victory for the St. Louis Blues. Ooh. So St. Louis staves off elimination for one more game. The Caps are trying to win another one. 1-1. So this is the first game of the series where both teams have scored a goal. There's been 3 shutouts so far. Oh, 3-3. Oh, here comes the offense. And Philly puts it away. 5-3. This series is a lot closer than people think. All right, Detroit, Tampa. All right, Detroit needs a win here if they want to. Well, I mean, they want to win if they want to stay out. Like, ooh, Stamkos, player not point. Oh, Mantha puts one in. It's going into overtime. Nobody scores in overtime. Double overtime, and Stamkos nets the winner. I don't know if that would happen in real life because Stamkos is injured, but whatever. All right, Nashville, Anaheim. No one's won 2 in a row yet, so maybe that could happen here. And Anaheim has not had a series lead yet, so let's see if that's going to happen. Ooh, 2-2. Oh, whoops. What happened? Oh, did it? All right. McGinn, Petito, Fisher. 2-2 still. And Nashville wins it on a very early third period goal. Scored by Fisher, the former Ottawa Senator, and married to probably one of the hottest people on planet Earth. Nicely done. So Nashville takes a 3-2 series lead, and they are 1 game away from the next round. Along with this team, Minnesota, the Wild could eliminate the Dallas Stars this time. Patrick Eves puts one up. Oh, Minnesota's got the lead heading into the third period. If they got the lead, I'm going to resume the simulation in the third period, but keep it at 8x sim speed and see if anything happens. All right, Dallas knows that. Oh, and Minnesota's on a power play. Very long power play. Ooh, wow. And Dallas knows that they got to score a goal if they want to stay alive. They are the reigning Western Conference champions in this playoff series. Can they do it? And they put one in. Was that from the... That's from the... It's from the middle line. Dubnik. Oh, you let that in the playoffs. All right, we're going into overtime. Is Dallas clutch? Oh, power play for Minnesota. And nope, they don't score on it. Dallas knows they got to score a goal here, or else they are out. Oh, there's 4 minutes left in overtime. Minnesota has racked up the shots, and it's going into double overtime. Who's going to take it? Oh, this is so intense. And Minnesota, Zach Parise, the Minnesota man, wins it over the Western Conference champion Dallas Cowboys? I should shoot myself for saying that. Dallas Stars. Good grief. All right, Rangers, Pittsburgh. The Penguins, well, they want to win. That's for sure. Ooh, Zuccarello puts one on Fleury. I don't even know if Fleury's going to be playing for a little bit. Oh, and Miller puts one on Fleury. And the New York Rangers take a 3-2 series lead. This is really surprising right now. All right, Florida Islanders. The Isles know that if they win this game, they got a good shot at winning this series. Ooh, it's 3-2. So, well, they made a good job of coming back, and then Trocheck puts one in. Barkov nets the empty netter, and it's 3-2 series lead for Florida. San Jose, LA. The Kings down 3-1, which I don't see happening, but I'll make that bracket eventually. I'll make a bracket for ones I know and for this game. Ooh. Oh, and San Jose is making a comeback. Oh my gosh, San Jose cuts down a 4-0 deficit to bring this into overtime. We're going to just resume the simulation and make it 8x speed, because if San Jose scores, this series is over. And what an oh my gosh. Dude, LA put up 4 goals in the first period and ends up losing that game 5-4, and San Jose will be moving on to the second round. That is pretty crazy, actually. Chicago, St. Louis. This is a big one right here for St. Louis. They know they got to get this win. Tarasenko puts one in on Crawford. All right, not. Ooh, and Stasny and Pajjarvi. And, ooh, Chicago almost made the comeback, but it's a 3-2 loss. St. Louis is still alive, heading back to the madhouse next game. All right, Washington, Philly. The Caps, they're going to look for another 1-0 victory. No, it's 1-1. 2-2. It doesn't matter what happens. Philly takes a 3-2 series lead. What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, this is upset city. The only teams that are leading their series that are a 1 or 2 seed is Florida. Detroit, Tampa. If Tampa wins this, they will be taking a 3-2 series lead after being down 2-0. And Tampa scores first. Nikita Kucherov puts one in on Peter Mrazek. Second period, Nikos gets one back, but Palat quickly ends that rebellion, I guess. And, oh, the offense is going for Tampa, and this may be the end for Detroit and Pavel Datsuk's career. Nashville's up 3-2, heading back home. If they win this game, they take the series. This will be very interesting. 1-1. Roman Josi puts one in on John Gibson. Oh, 2-1. Oh, and Nashville puts up 3 in the third period to take the 4-2 victory, and that is the series victory as well. 4-2. Oh my gosh. It's a do or die now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They got to win this game. All right, they're on a power play. And, ooh, Matt Zuccarello. And that is it for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 3-0. Rangers, they are just going home now. New York Islanders, Florida Panthers. Florida knows a win here, and they go to the next round. Kyle Pozo puts one in. And Bjugstad puts one in for the Florida Panthers. Still 1-1. I'm gonna put this at regular simulation. This is very interesting at what could happen here. Oh man, Florida's got a really long power play. What happened? What was that? Penalties. Oh, it was a double minor. Okay. Oh, and the Islanders put one in. Nielsen puts one in on Luongo. Can the Islanders take Game 6 and bring this back to the Sunshine State for a Game 7? And they will. All right, so first Game 7 of these Stanley Cup playoffs. Game 6 between the Blackhawks and the Blues. The Blues have won the last 2. Can they win their last 3? First period, nothing. Second period, Blues take a 1-0 lead. Third period, Chicago ties it up. We are going 8x simulation in overtime. Oh, St. Louis. Usually, Quenneville's teams are very very disciplined and don't take penalties at bad times, and that's how they win a lot of games. I definitely know from watching. They just gotta hope St. Louis does not, and it looks like we're going into double overtime. Whoa. Who's gonna find the winner? If Chicago scores here, it's game over. And it's it. Chicago has won the series 4-2. They're not letting the comeback come. Philly, Caps. Oh, this is very interesting. If the Capitals lose this game, they're out. And this was probably the favorites to win the Stanley Cup. Ovechkin and Raffle. Oh, it's looking good for Philly. And Philly, you guys are advancing to the second round. Way to go. Detroit, Tampa. If Tampa wins this game, they've just won 4 straight against the Detroit Red Wings, which is not a hard thing to do. All right, 1-1. Killorn puts one in on Mrazek. Cromwell puts one in on Bishop. Second period, Palat puts one in, and it's looking grim for the Red Wings. This is going to be Pavel Datsuk's last home game, and is it going to go out with a loss in the playoffs? Oh, boy. Yeah, I think they need some magic from the Magic Man himself right here. No one's taken a shot in forever, and it's looking like a Tampa Bay victory. Steve Yzerman has built this team to make a run in the playoffs, and they're going to try to do it again. Tampa Bay takes a 2-1 victory, and we only have one Game 7 in the first round, and that's the Islanders and the Florida Panthers. Oh my gosh, this is very interesting. Whew. Islanders, oh, whoops. All right, here it is. The only Game 7, we're going to put it on fast simulation. Just see what happens. Florida puts one up immediately. 19:01. 59 seconds of the game. Florida is not messing around, guys. 2-0. Within the first 6 minutes of the game. This is not looking good for the Islanders and John Tavares. The shots are 6-5. Oh, Islanders are taking a bunch of shots. They need to get the puck in the net, and it is 2-0 at the end of the first. We're going to resume the simulation. All right, and power play for the Islanders, and they cannot score. Ooh, they took 3 shots in that minute. Oh, my gosh. Another power play. They got to get a goal. Roberto Luongo is standing on his head. Ooh, and there it is. John Tavares puts one in on Luongo. That's a much-needed goal right there. Florida knows how important this is to them. It's a hockey market that's really growing. And they need to get this playoff victory. Oh, New York Islanders power play. And it's not going to come to fruition there. And, oh, Ryan Strome puts one in. It's a tied game. Florida had all the momentum going on early in the game, and they just have not done anything in front of their home crowd. There's 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Oh, and they're getting heavily outshot now. Whew. And we are heading into overtime in a Game 7 between the Florida Panthers and the New York Islanders. Who's going to win it? Oh, man. Oh, boy. And the Florida Panthers, Jonathan Huberdeau, puts one up. And I think they were the only upper seed to win in the first round. Yeah. They were the only... Oh, no. Tampa Bay did, too. All right. So they were the only 2 upper seeds. So let's look at the stats per team, I guess. We can go no, I want to go by team. Sorry. We're going to go by points and then goals, and then we're going to look at the goalies. All right, so let's go Anaheim. So the Ducks, Corey Perry put up 8 goals in their playoff performance. 8 points and 4 goals. So, yeah, he was the guy that playoff series. Unfortunately, they could not get the job done against the Nashville Predators. Chicago is going on to the next round. Jonathan Toews put up 6 points, so yeah, not a lot of points. Toews and Anisimov, ooh, they put up a lot of points. Patrick Kane, where is he at? Patrick Kane put up 5 assists, no goals for the Art Ross Trophy winner. Dallas, rough playoff year for them. Won the Central Division, just could not get out of there. But 3-2 goal scorers. Ugh, it was a rough year. Detroit. All right, Pavel Datsuk put up the most points for the Red Wings with Tatar and Mantha. Mantha, the rookie, did come through, and hopefully they can use a replacement with of Datsuk with him. Florida, Trocheck Yager, man, he put up 8 points. That's what you want your veterans to do. 44 years old and in the playoffs. It's a reason why I kind of want Florida to win as a Red Wings fan is Yager. Be nice to see him lift up a cup. Jeff Carter for the Kings. Very unsung hero on the Kings. And then Carter and Kopitar put up some points, some goals. They got eliminated. Wild Zach Parise, man. He went ham on the Dallas Stars in the playoffs. The former Devil. 8 points. No one else on the team had more than 4. Nashville Predators. Mike Fisher did really well. I think he got the series-winning goal, too. So, there you go. New York Islanders. Johnny T, man. He was just unbelievable. 7 goals in 7 games. Good grief. The Rangers. Zuccarello. Yeah, he was doing good some things. Philly. Mark Street. Wow, an offensive defenseman. How'd the rookie do? Ghost Bear got no points, which is very weird that he got 0. Oli Mata got the most points for the Penguins, and they got eliminated too. Yeah, Phil Kessel put up the most goals, so it's very surprising to see the Penguins out. Tomas Hertl, man, he just killed it. 4 goals. And Joe Pavelski did okay as well. St. Louis, the Blues. Tarasenko, he gave it his all. Unfortunately, plays in a division with the Blackhawks. Tampa Bay, Stamkos did great, and Washington, the Caps. Probably the biggest surprise, first round elimination. They only put up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goals in 6 games. That's not ideal. I know the series was long. This video was long, but next episode we are going to be doing the second round of the playoffs. So Nashville, San Jose, Minnesota, Chicago, New York, Philly, and Tampa, Florida. I'll see you then, guys. Till then, it's going to be like another 2 weeks or so, but till then, enjoy your life. Enjoy the playoffs. I'll see you. Bye-bye.